What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to Ubisoft Montreal's gorgeous RPG, Child of Light. In the previous episode, we had died. It had not started out well for us. You know an adventure is going to be absolutely rotten when you start out dead. But hopefully, we can turn things around and make it work a little bit better. And so we can stun them with his farty light, although it appears as though when they're stunned, you walk through them. I was trying to attack them right there, so... Oh, never mind, it still counted it for us. Alright, so I'm going to go with, we know that she right there is weak to a starlight. And so we're going to go for that. I'm going to slow down the Earth Elemental right here so that we can use our Fire Elemental Slash on him. 21 damage off to the Ghost right there, which puts her down into the ground or whatever it is ghosts go once they've been bombarded with Holy Light. And then here we're going to act out with a Slash, but let me use a second to get a bit more mana and also Ignominious or whatever his name's light back. And so off we go. The combat is won, and so we continue forward. I love how rapid fire the combat is and how it gets done very, very quickly. You don't find yourself sitting here just beating on enemies over and over and over again. We've leveled up another time, and we got Fairy Nectar out as well. What does Fairy Nectar do? Well, I wanted to grab this strength upgrade, so we'll deal with that in just a second. So we've got our strength upgrade. That means we're going to hit a little bit harder with melee attacks. And then what I'd like to do... Cool. We have our party composition right here. I can't wait till we get more party members. This is going to be exciting. So anyways, inventory. Let's take a look and see what Fairy Nectar does. Fairy Nectar gives us 50% HP and 50% MP back. So I think that's probably going to be something we want to hold on to. A little bit of an elixir, if you will. Kind of a valuable item, maybe? Or maybe it's something totally commonplace. What do I know? Oh, I went out of order. I messed up. That was my fault. Completely and totally. I am interested in figuring out how we get up there. It looks like we've got some kind of overhang right there. We can put up a crate. Aurora. The door is blocked. How do we get it unlocked? Well, have no fear, little Tamagotchi friend. We'll figure this thing out together. So we can use our cubic accessory here. Interestingly enough, I'm not really so sure. Oh, you can just walk along that backside. I pushed it the wrong direction. Okay, so I was thinking dextral when I should have been thinking sinistral. All right, let's go for it. Get our upper body in here anyways. Get ourselves a little strength boost for pushing things around. Hopefully it stays on the right level as we go left. Which seems like kind of an oddly ironic thing to say. Something staying on the right as you push it left. I'm going to address the nuance of the situation, but I'm not going to stick on it for too long. Let's attack her from behind. I'm going to try and get every little bit of XP that we can as we play through the game. And as we did previously, I'm going to try and go... I'm trying to click things. I've decided to stick with my keyboard controls here since it's what I've learned already. And I'm one of those people that just doesn't change very easily. We're going to go for a starlight right there. And then as soon as the starlight takes care of business, as we did before... Ooh, 42 damage. God, Aurora must have put a little bit of extra caffeine in her coffee this morning. And so we'll slash through right here. Let me grab all the extra stuff for our meters that I can. And 150 added to the XP pool. And another Fairy Nectar. Maybe it's not so odd. Maybe it's something that shows up all the time. I don't know. Where did that go? Oh, it went down into here. Okay, well, we're going to try and grab it. And I don't think we ever went up and over, did we? I don't recall. Let's try. No, up and over was where we went the second time around. Okay, so we're going the right direction. It'll be all right. Oh, that one respawned. Cool. Let's get it out of the rain. Do nightmares. I had long hair for a long time, and I know rain does nightmares on long, awesome, amazing, voluptuous hair. You can't let the mane get soaked. Alright, a little bit of bonus right there. Appear to be in the midst of some sort of clockwork pulley system. How on earth do we travel up high? I wish you could fly. Aurora, illuminate the oculi. Or illuminate. God, I know how to read. Let me try. I just watched Harry Potter. Can you tell I'm reading things weird? Illuminate. There we are. God, I know words. Well, that's kind of cool. Ah, so everything appears to be powered by light. What do you think they roast in these vats? Hopefully not children. Oh no, what if it's cats? So I assume I can just kind of push that off. Good. We'll reactivate this, which will bring us back down. Not a big puzzler, personally. Just not me as a person. Not very good at puzzles, so if this ends up being one of the major parts of the game, prepare for embarrassment. That's not where I needed to go either. I'm overestimating my jumping skills. It's happened before, it'll happen again. So popping over here, can we pull this? Oh, that was nice of the developers. A lot of games, they lock you in, so you gotta reload the zone after you move things into a wrong spot. Never particularly fond of that mechanic, but I get it. Grab ourselves some freebies that we don't necessarily need, but you know what? The minigame is fun, so I'm gonna do it anyways. We'll flip the switch, and hopefully the path will become clear. Oh, we almost missed our train right there. Missed our elevator anyways. Stepping on that button appears to... Okay, so we need to keep that open. So let's grab this. No, come back! You elevatorial bastard. You altitudinally blessed piece of wood. I was gonna say altitudinally blessed plane, but you know what? Whatever. Let's push this back up on here, and I'm gonna try and get in a position so that we don't miss a rotation. Or an interval, I guess would be a better way to put it. And then we'll push this back across, and blam! A tale as old as time, block-moving puzzles with switches. All nice and completed. Well, that was kind of antic. Oh, there's another way up right there. Wonder how we make use of it. I wonder if we get the ability to fly later on, because I see so many locations that are up and around, and they just don't seem to be surmountable by any other mechanic. Got another big guy right here. I'm gonna stun him. Still give me a surprise strike, so I'm okay with it. And since we get the first attack, I'm gonna go with a Starlight on the Ghost, since we know that'll finish her off. And then for this big guy over here, I don't know if he's an Earth Elemental. We're gonna try it out for empirical purposes. We're gonna go ahead and throw a slash his way, just to sort of see what happens. I've probably done it already, and I've already forgotten the results of my activity. But you know what? Don't judge me. It'll be alright. So 10 damage done. Oh, he got interrupted. Even better. I'm gonna slow him down in the hopes that we can slash him one more time. Yeah! That's what you get. If there's one thing I know that I'm good at, it's retarding the progress of other people. That is one thing that school has taught me. Those study groups don't go so well. There, it's unbarred. Aurora, be on guard. Boss fight? She's running around barefoot. I'd be terrified that I'd stub my toe, but then again I had a traumatic event involving my toenail, so that explains it. I managed to do that one in the proper order, even though I couldn't even see it off screen. Here at last. Beware, a spell has been cast. I am imprisoned behind the glass. Not necessarily sure. Ah, there it is. It's this puzzle. So we got the red in. And all the red glass shatters. Considering I'm in bare feet, that seems kind of dangerous. It definitely seems like a pedicle impediment. Blue glass is now blown up. We are going to need a serious sweeping accessory. I am nearly free. Be fast. The janitor is not going to be pleased with us. This is probably a bad guy. I'm probably releasing somebody terrible. Who dares challenge the Queen of Night? A tiny nothing with locks of red. Digging the battle music. This must be a dream. Trust not what you see. It seems real to me and they want us dead. I'm gonna slow the guy in the back. The consistent thing I'm going to do is the guy in the back over and over and over again. Let's start with a Starlight on the guy in the front and just kind of see what the effects are. 21 vulnerable to light. Nice. Ooh, Jupiter Spear for 5 damage. So this is definitely not going to be a sustainable strategy to continue getting hit. I'm going to use one of the plants right now. We do have healing items, by the way. I forgot about that, so maybe we'll use some potions or something in the future. I'm going to do another starlight on the one in the front, and we're just going to continue retarding the one in the back, slowing him down, making sure... Ooh, he's increased his speed, too. That is definitely going to be acting to the detriment of our activities here. 21 more damage done. I don't even know if it's worth it to slow the one that's got himself sped up, because now he's basically going... Let's go for another starlight. It's all we've got. Alright, so 21 damage down. We're now back on even footing. At least slightly, I don't know. He's buffed himself again. I'm going to use that. Let's hang tight for a minute. I'm just going to use Slash to see how it affects him. So 12 damage done. Actually, not quite so terrible as I thought it was going to be. Hitting a giant stone monster with a sword. Somehow in my mind, I felt like that wasn't going to be the best. Ooh, decapitate. That seems a little brutal for a little girl, man. Might want to back off with the brutal tactics here. Just cut her a little bit of slack. You can pick up some of that stuff right there. Oh, I can only use... Okay. Let's go down and... let's go for an attack. Whatever. It'll be okay. That is, however, using up my meter super, super quickly. This is probably going to get interrupted. Ah, damn it. Alright, so we've been interrupted one more time. We are taking a lot of damage right now. I think I'm going to take this opportunity. Let's go ahead and potion our way out of a problem. Just because I'm interested in seeing... Okay, so it's a really fast activity to use a potion. And then we'll use the last of his farty gas to make sure... I don't see any wishes around. Please don't decapitate me again. Wings of Mercury. Oh, he's already used that. Alright, we're good to go. We should be able to finish him off in the next little bit. Although our slowdown ability is definitely tapped out for the moment. Oh, he heals as well. Conniving little bastard. Alright, well, we'll throw another slash his way. I'm not going to hurry to slow him down right now, because if I do, our turns will fall at the same time. Much like with Grandia, you want to make sure that it's beneficial to have your turn when you want to have your turn. You don't want to have your turn after he's already had his, knowing full well that he has a stun ability that'll reset our attacks. However, on the opposite side, there it is. We've got ourselves refilled. We've leveled up, obviously, from the boss battle, which is going to be nice. Item found. Magic Stardust. Lady, this is Aurora. Madam, snared am I in this world. I'm ready to wake up now. Child, a vision. Take my hand.
Once the sun shone upon a land of sequined valleys and peaks of white, and at night ruined castles glowed with alabaster light. From the stars in the crescent moon, a queen of light ruled this rambling place. Each night she walked the palace alone, her luminosity dawn's own face. Until one night there was no trace. The queen had vanished, and with her the light. Dark resided in its place, the usurper, Umbra, hid from sight. She sent her daughters in her stead, the sun, the stars, and the crescent moon. They pilfered from the sky, extinguished them with the monsoon. Then Umbra's dark creatures conquered the land. Our lives soon snuffed out by a wave of her hand.
Madam, thank you for the story. But now I wish to wake. So dull my speech. You fell asleep? What I speak of is real, not fake. All around us lies the land of Lemuria. I'm afraid that this is not a dream, Aurora. The only way is a magic link. A mirror behind the throne. Stolen by Umbra, Queen of the Night. The sole path home is to banish the night, bring back the stars, the sun, the moon, the light. No, unacceptable. My father waits. The Firefly said you'd help me post-haste. I have a name, you know. Do not despair, my dear. I created Igniculus to aid you. A bug the size of a pin? No good, I fear. Never shall I recover. The sun, the stars, and the moon. Do not despair, my dear. For the sun and moon seek the highest and the lowest room. First go back from whence you came, past the altar on which you woke this day, through a tree of thorns sharp and tangled, seek help along the way. And what of the stars? How will I reach the skies? Why, child, the answer lies above you. Open your eyes. What an incredible surprise. Oh, we've got wings now. Am I a fairy? I'm in flight. Aurora, you are a child of light. Now listen carefully. Keep that charmed crown. Upon your brow, never remove it. Clear? One last thing before I go. If you should ever despair, my dear. Thank you. Exactly what does it do? Sorry, child. I can't hear you. Goodbye. Wait, but I must know. My father. Is he alright? I'm surrounded by endless night. Ordinary flute. Press W to fly.
And so Aurora wandered, the twilight forest far from home. Starlight only to guide her, except for a firefly alone. Anxious for the comforts, a family who could not trace her. Searching for the sun and moon, a father to embrace her. And somewhere in the night, perched upon a throne in the dark, waited Umbra, the usurper, to snuff out Aurora's spark.
Oh my. This is what it feels like to fly. Onward, up high. Into the west. God, I am just in love with this game thus far. Well, I should say our route is clear. If to the left we fly, the tree of thorns will surely appear. Sir, firefly, to the sky. Chase my dream as well. What do I do? Excuse me. Little lady, have you seen bright balloons nearby? Any unicorns balancing on balls? Or striped tents raised to the stars? Don't you mean sky? I'm afraid not. Fiddlesticks. Left here to fester. Pardon me, madame, but are you a jester? Take a glance at this note. Perhaps you mean letter? What are these scribbly marks I spy? Why, it's Latin, Sir Firefly. Dearest sister Rubella, night has fallen on our land. In these dark times one must take a stand. Not to hide up in the clouds curled, but to juggle the weight of the world. At death's gate to slip and fall, and triumphantly dance around it all. In short, to laugh or not to laugh, that is the question. The answer is clear. I will follow my dream's intention. And join the traveling circus in the plains before its ascension. Sister, I hope you will not remain listless. Your brother, Tristus. Tristus has split our act in two. Taken me through the ringer. Left rubella behind. Isn't rubella a disease? I got a shot for rubella one time. Me, Lemuria's wittiest vocalist. Doesn't she mean singer? Regardless, we have much to do, and should not linger. Little lady, can I join you? My bags are already packed. I've got to find my brother, and save our double routine. Act. I like how they're correcting the rhymes that they go through. Know the way is likely dangerous, with creatures strange to us. I am a trained acrobat. Do not worry, I can handle this. That. Rubella has joined your party. Nice, we've got ourselves an extra compatriot. A comrade to join us throughout our adventures. Looks like there's a door here. It's locked. I'm not shocked. Well, that leaves me to wonder, how high can we ascend here? Pretty high, actually. So we want to be careful with the size of the map, just making sure that we're going to the right locations and we're finding all the little secrets that they've hidden around. What a peculiar shrine. Perhaps at one point it was a sign. Can't seem to do anything with it. Oh, there's a ghost. Okay, so let's try out Rubella in combat. See what happens here. 2 ghosts and a flying little stick monster thing. It appears as though Rubella has the first turn. Taking a look at her abilities, she has Tumble, Defend, and Heal. So she's a healer. What does Tumble do? Some kind of jumping kick, maybe? Let's go ahead and slow the one that's second in line. Oh, I did the wrong one. Okay, so we'll do a slash. We'll aim it at her. It's not going to be enough to get us done here, but it did interrupt the attack. And so what I want to do now is let's see if we can't tumble the guy in the back before he gets his turn to cancel him out. Good. So we've managed to chain ourselves. So basically the system works identically to what you would expect from Grandia 1, 2, and all of those games. Rubella's taken 4 damage from that last attack. I'm going to go, I don't know if we're going to get an attack off in time. So what I'm going to do is we'll go Starlight on the one in the back. We'll also take the time to slow it and hope that our lady up front doesn't get hit first. And so we can tumble just about anybody now. I'll stick to the guy up top. So 16 damage done. Not necessarily enough to get anything finished. Slow them all down a bit. Yeah, that doesn't appear to work either. I think we're probably going to get stuck here getting hit by a ton of enemies. So altogether, okay, so never mind. I thought our HP were being added, but we've got 2 people side by side here. Rubella has 74, so quite a bit more HP. I'm going to have her try out heal on Aurora, who's taking quite a little bit of a beating here. I'm going to have her Starlight the one on the bottom, maybe. Couldn't get it out in time, unfortunately. Ooh, which means we're going to have an interrupt that was thrown out. Defend, pretend. Oh, it prevents you from being interrupted. Okay, but you obviously, I don't think you act if you defend, right? Let's go ahead and tumble the one in the back. Cancel out. Oh, growth spurt. Okay, so I didn't get over there to click in time. Disappointing. Nonetheless, we'll still be okay. This isn't quite the... we'll let her have her attack, because if I slow her down too much, she'll be able to cancel either Aurora or Rubella. Just start with a basic slash attack right there, and hopefully this doesn't kill her. It'd be very disappointing if we couldn't get a heal off. Oop, that's not what I want. Let's go back and we'll say act, and we will say heal. We'll throw that on Aurora. Luckily, if you get interrupted, you don't lose... Wow, that's quite expensive, but you do get a lot of mileage out of it, so I suppose you probably want to be careful with it. We'll go for a tumble and a normal attack here, which is going to reset her, or kill her even. Good, and so we've got 390 XP. What a crackerjack adventure. If I wasn't circus-bound, with a bright career in my future, perhaps I'd stick close. Stick around. Sorry, chum, but I can't. I have an audience to bewitch. I'm certain you meant enchant. Okay, well this doesn't appear to be the same entry that we participated with earlier on. Oh, the door collapsed on us. Okay. And so obviously be able to get a little bit of HP and MP back right here. And what was this again? Let's have a look. Oh, that's where we came from. And so this is where we can get some treasure if we really want to. So we'll grab that out of there. We got 2 rough emeralds in the Oculi menu. Let's go through and play around with some of the 7 skills. Oh, we've got to allocate them for both people. Okay, and so with Aurora, we've got 1 skill point. I'm going to go to Magic Upgrade over here. There it is. And then we've got a bunch of points to allocate right here with Rubella. And so taking a look at the different chains that we have available, she starts in different spots, kind of a unique array of abilities. So we can work on her and give her a lot of strength, make her kind of a melee fighter, and make her attacks damage everyone. And also she'll get a buff. We can start over here. And going in either direction, she'll get a revive, which is very nice, kind of a Phoenix down ability. Counter heal, which allows her a 30% chance to heal automatically if HP drops below there. I don't know what that would cost us, but that's definitely a good ability. Counter heal, top rank right there, 30 chance for 40. Okay, and then a better revive. but she'll miss out on a lot of other things. Down here on this side, ailment protection, an HP upgrade, a better heal, a heal all. That could be something that would be incredibly useful later on, so I'm kind of inclined, I'm definitely tilted at the moment towards this direction to see if we can get to the heal all. But I'm going to take the strength upgrade right there. The strength upgrade right there, so that if she's going to be locked into only having heals, I want to make sure that Rubella at least can be able to throw out some random damage all on her own. And so there it is. We've taken an ailment protection, an HP upgrade, and a magic defense upgrade on our way to getting some of her heal upgrades. And I can only hope that I've made the proper choice here. I was kind of thinking pragmatically, she's going to be sitting around a lot if we build her as a healer. She's probably not going to have a whole lot going for her. And so my thought with regards to that is just give her a little bit of a backup plan so that her attack is a little bit better. And so let's back on out of here, and I would like to take a look at the oculi menu. And so we can mix oculi together to craft stronger oculi. Press the craft button to confirm your combinations. Okay, well I'd rather not do that right now. I'd rather increase earth damage resistance by 8%. And of course, we probably... Can we only equip oculi on her? Or no, we can actually put oculi on Rubella as well. Adds lightning damage to melee attacks, strong against water. Let's do that. And then heading back, we'll make her a little bit more resistant to... Oh, hold on. Are these shared? No, they're not shared. Okay. And so we'll give her an earth damage resistance, I guess, for now. Until the game gives us, like, a tank or something like that. Still don't know what Confessions is for. Let's go ahead and unlock ourselves from this place. I'm not done exploring this other location yet. So I'd like to fly around a bit and see if we can't do a little bit of a completionist playthrough. See what we can find out here. It may allow us to bypass this entirely if we go this way. Oh, and there was a monster right there. It was actually pretty camouflaged. In taking our first two attacks, what I'd like to do... I'm going to start with a starlight on the big guy right there. And then in timing my abilities, I'm going to try and tumble out this spider's attack. I doubt we'll get to do it, but it's worth a shot. 20 damage done to the spider. And he's had his attack canceled. I'm actually going to hang out with him right there and make sure that he doesn't get an attack because we can't really slow anybody else to the extent that I'd like to. And so with this attack... Go for the big guy up top and see how it resolves. And so he's broken. 15 damage done with Devastation added onto it. Don't really know what Devastation does for me, but hey, I'll take it. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can't cancel. Oh, wow, that was a lot quicker than I expected. He kind of sprinted across the line right there. It sort of encourages you to spend all of your time kind of deterring one guy rather than doing anything else. So her tumble is very fast. I think I'll go for that to see if we can cancel that out. Cool. And since the spider seems to be their tackler, the person that cancels out abilities, let's go for a straight slash, and we'll go for it on the spider. And I'm going to try and slow him down. And obviously we know that tumble is very, very quick, so we'll try and use that right there. Nice. I love the way that there's sort of a rhythm to the combat, an almost syncopation in which you're trying to kick the enemy right as they're trying to get their attacks across, but they're simultaneously trying to do the same thing to you. I think I'm going to break off the episode right here. We've got 2 level ups to go, so let's allocate our skill points, then we'll break it off. We'll also see what treasure we can gather. Another rough emerald. Okay, so we'll give that... Oh, you can do a little sprint thing, too, if I press the space bar. That's fun. So anyways, before I get too sidetracked flying around doing nothing, because any game that allows me to fly, I promise you, I end up spending all types of time just doing nothing and generally being worthless. So anyways, let's allocate this gear to our oculi. I'm going to give her protection from Earth as well. And then I don't know if that's a stopwatch or what that is. Oh, it's an accessory. Well, then let's remove the emerald. We use delete to get rid of it. Okay. So I've got to use my other hand here. I was hoping I could play somewhat without moving around, but I'd rather get the +2 max MP, to be honest. We use her as a caster enough to where it seems like a good plan. And then from there, we could take all 3 of those oculi, and presumably we could combine them together to make a better one, but I'm going to hold off on it right now. I'm going to continue down my path going this way. And on this path, we're going to do something similar. Anyways, my name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here at the Nerd Castle for another quiet playthrough of Child of Light. I look forward to seeing you all in the next episode. Take care out there, everybody. If you're new, remember to like and subscribe. I put out videos every single day and reviews on Friday. I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye, guys.